What sound was that one? Is that like a background noise? Let me see. It's okay there. We're all good there. Oh yeah, it was the bird. Yeah. You'll definitely hear some crazy Australian birds. Be cool if you could put a noise gate on this thing, eh? Filters. Oh, look at that, noise gate. One, two, three, four. Nothing. One, two, three, four. Meh. Yeah, remove it. So it has got one, but yep, mute it out there. Lovely. Righto. Keeping that screen closed. We've got that one good there. We shall open back up this one again. What should we use? Okay. We'll go some EVH. Blue channel. Get that one off. Like that. We will get. So set up a track. Set up a base. We'll set up another track. Another track. What do we do before we put me up here like this, but we make me smaller? Like that. There we go. I'll just leave that like that. That's cool. Okay, this one we're going to go. That. Like that, no worries. Come on, guitars. This one. Okay, go for my PDF here. For that one, we're going to go. Awesome. Got a date tonight, look out. Okay, this one we're in C standard. It's going to be today. Got a different bass now. I have the 5-string when I'm. Here's the 5-string. Oh shit! I don't want that one. That's plugging into me guitar one. This one is for the bass. Into the DI box. Okay. We are going to that one on there, but we need to go to that thing to change that to preamp 1. Go, mate. Cool, so that's set up, ready to go. But why not? We'll jump on another live little jam session. With the EVH, we'll do some C standard today with the Jackson. Yeah, now my interface is working good. My damn. Okay, we got that sitting in there. We might even go direct. I know this one does give me a little bit of problems. Let's bugger it. Yeah, they probably don't do as well as the other vids. But I had a pretty good month last month, and I want to start trying to record more. So it's a different mindset you're in when you're making YouTube videos to when you're actually trying to make music. And I thought, you know what? Let's I want to get more into that. Start to. I've been pushing pretty hard on the channel. As they say, burnout. But I'll keep the, you know, I think with YouTube, you know, because then people want tabs on the screen and the whole produced video, which I get it. I listen to the comments. With Patreon, I can definitely be, people are there for the tabs, so I can just give you PDF, or if you got Guitar Pro, I can just give you that, which is a lot easier to make Guitar Pro files and share them with my Patreon members than it is to churn out lots and lots of YouTube videos like I normally do with the tabs and that. So, and on Friday I had a really bad migraine, so that wasn't the greatest day. Ended up having a day off work, so I'm sure my work will be loving me. We had a couple of people off, but you know. Always the best part about recording. But I have smashed it hard. Like in August I did 21 videos. How's it going, brother? And then I would have done one yesterday, but I don't know what happened. Was the interface just decided to die on me yesterday, which I probably still could have produced a video, because it was working in that way, but I was trying to set this up. So my idea for the YouTube video yesterday was just to show an edited version of this recording to a click track, and there's some of the tools that I use and things like that. And then yeah, decided to just absolutely take a crap on me yesterday. That I spent 8 hours trying to troubleshoot software. It was all over Google, contacted customer support, was having to delete things and reinstall drivers, and it was just an absolute nightmare of a day yesterday. I was on it from, I think I said in the previous stream, I was on from 1:30 in the afternoon to 11 o'clock at night. 6 strings, mate. And so I was on it for that long and I still didn't get anything done. And it wasn't, and then this morning I was just like, you know what, I got up, turned on the computer, went and done my groceries, turned on the computer and thought, you know what, let's just see if this program works. Maybe the computer was running for too long, I'm not too sure what's happening, and then straight away it starts working. Yeah, this one's a 6 string. And and that's so I'm lucky it started working again, but because I was so frustrated and annoyed yesterday, I bought myself a new interface. So now I'm going to have to learn how to use that one. But it looks like a good piece of kit. I don't know if I'm going to have enough room here to put it, but should be interesting. We'll see what happens, eh? So, we've got that cracking. We're in tune there. Okay, we're back to, we bring back up this thing. This is the whole thing I was trying to bring up yesterday because this is what I wanted to do. Maybe in the last stream I told you, but I'll just tell you in case there's anyone new watching now, is that this loopback function, so with a lot of these interfaces now, so this is, you wouldn't get this on a Scarlett 2i2. I'd say you'd have to get above maybe the $500-600 Australian mark, you know, 800, that type of deal. You gotta get a software program that's got routing, so it's virtual routing that gets pathways within the audio interface, and this is what you needed to do. Go to the DAW IOs and then a loopback function. So if you ever anyone's doing streaming or wants to if anyone is trying to do this type of YouTube content or wants to record online or in a Discord or something like that where you need to use OBS to capture your DAW, then you'll need something type of interface where you can route things. If you didn't have this loopback function, the option Presonus, which is the software DAW digital audio workstation I'm using, said to run 2 audio interfaces. So too cheap. You have to then take the output of the interface, one of them, input into that, and then use the second audio interface in OBS streaming software then to capture the sound of the DAW. That was the thing. So now I've got to come back here, go SPDIF like that. Oh no. We want you to be, sorry, loopback 1, and we want this one here to be SPDIF. In. Righto. So I need to switch between the SPDIF because that's, and preamp when I'm doing this. We're into there like that. Then we have to go to effects. We will go 2 notes. We need this thing here. Before I do that, we'll go mixer, because if I do multiple tracks, instead of having the plug-in on every single guitar track, you'll go to the main out. You'll add a bus channel. You'll put your plug-in. This is going to be my IRs for each, and I've got some presets saved here like that, and now we're good to go. So that's me 2 notes. Cool, we're good like that. And then once we've got that cracking, so now if I want to do another track like that, okay, bring that under that, that. Then what you'll do, you'll go to your main out here, and you'll go main out to bus 1, main out to bus 1. So each channel that you add, because I'm going to do multi-track guitar recording, is going to get routed into the bus channel to take advantage of your inserts, which is where you put your plugins. And that's how this whole thing works, you know. Same if then I was to get, you know, go to my instruments, we might as well bring it out now. We've got tune tracks. So this is where your VSTs live. You got effects, and so say you've got neural DSP plugins. There, I've got them there. Neural DSP. There's my Soldano plugin, bass, Mesa, the Rabia one that I had. So that's where your VSTs live. And if you look down here, it has VST3, Soldano, distortion, parallax. These are all VST3s. So they call them VSTs. Same with if we go into tune track, like that, VST2s. So an easy drummer, superior drummer. And then what we were going to do, we would then get rid of that mix for now. We're going to drop it into here, like that. Okay, that lights up in there. Want to bring that back up the top here. I like to have it there. We'll do them a little smaller. Mix. Always like these to be. You can then assign. I've just got my own way of doing this. Drums, or whatever the reason is, I've decided on my own colour scheme. Drums are blue, guitars are red, bass is green, and keys, I don't know, we might do pink or yellow. But that's pretty much, so then whenever I do a guitar, it's always red, group them together. Yeah, and it pretty much goes like that, and then all you have to do, so we've got that going. Also to instruments effects, that one, another VST I like to use. This is from a company called Waves. Now these are extra plugins. Now this Shep 73 was based off a Neve 1073. This is so then, well, first off we'll go to the drums. I'll show you this one. So first off, you start off with your stock kit, that's Superior Drummer. So if you would just buy the software program, this is what you get. It's just the core. Then you come with these expansion packs. Okay, these are the drum sounds. So if I wanted to, you know, here's the Area 33 kit. Okay, now these are actual drum sounds, stock sounds. Let me know how, if that's the instruments are too loud compared to me talking. They probably are, because I just heard it come through my headphones down there then. So you can bring them down probably just a little bit. So I've got that. Then what would happen is you come here, okay, and you're going to go and select the different, these are all the different kits, like the guy who created is Daniel Bergstrom. He's created all these different kits. So I didn't mind like old school 91. Smelly Basement's very raw. You've got Oily Garage, sounds like you're jamming in a garage type of kit. It's not too bad. Then what you would do, you would come over to the grooves, and then these are in sections. Now each one of these grooves you have to buy one of these MIDI packs. Right? We'll go preview original tempo, black metal, heavy 6/8 verse. So yeah, we get the idea of that one. So we'll get rid of that for now. Like that. That should be able to do that. Okay. So we've got that. What we're going to do now is set up a click track. Like that. Now what I was talking about before was, so here's the drums. So I had to load it up. So we take this, we put this into here. This is a plug-in. Now what this is simulating is a mic pre that was based off it's called the Shep 73, but there's a mic pre that was called a Neve 1073 back in the day. And so what would have happened is, when they were recording, when you had the old studio gear, what you would have done, you would have run into what's called a mic pre. And these were like tube, I think these would have been tube 1073s, and these cost like, if you had an original Neve 1073, it'd probably be over $20,000 or something. This is like, you think guitars are bad and how much amps cost, like audio engineering and people who record in studios. Neve, Rupert Neve, his name was yeah, very like just I think he designed them. I'm guessing, might have been an electronics person. I'm not too sure who he is or what he really did, but I've heard the name Rupert Neve, so I'm guessing he was the guy who, because there's all these Neve, the name Neve consoles and all of this stuff. So I'm sure he was inventing consoles and things like that. So it must be some electronics engineer, super smart person. So we come into our world now with digital stuff, and it's called a Neve 1073 mic pre, and now they created a virtual one called a plug-in, which is a Shep 73. And basically what would have happened back in the day when you had all the real analog gear, they would have plugged the microphones into these mic pre's, which gives you, it gives it a different sound, and I'll show you what it sounds like. So if you were just to have, right, if I grab a drum track, right, just any sort of loop, okay, and I throw it into here, okay, so we need to change that to, we're at 70 there. Okay, so we turn the Shep on. Alright, so that's without it, okay? Then if we to turn on the Sheps, take it up a little bit. out it, and that's with it on. So that lets you know what a mic pre would do to your sound. It just creates a more, it's just a fatter, fuller sound. And these little tweaks, you know, you start reading more and you're like, what's going on here? Why do mixers don't sound as huge? I used to put it on my guitars a lot, but now that I'm using the Torpedo software, we open this up, and what I'm running here is 4 virtual cabinets. So you can see each one of these is a strip, different cabs, 2 rectos. Okay, I can come here, and if I want, I can switch it from a dynamic, which is a DYM57 is based off a Shaw SM57. DYN7B is a Shaw 7M7B. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, Shaw SM. Yeah, Shaw SM7B. They're basically the. See, if I click onto that one, it'll sound different, but doesn't look. Oh, which one am I on here? Okay, run that one. If I go ribbon. Okay, the ribbon looks different. The dynamic ones don't change, but the 7B is based off that one you see on podcasts. Everyone has. A ribbon mic. So these are dynamic mics. So a dynamic mic is basically like when you see someone on stage, or just even a PA system mic directly into a mixer as a dynamic mic. A ribbon or condenser, so CND is a condenser and a ribbon. Pretty sure ribbon are 48 volts, so I'm not going to say they are because I know I've never had a ribbon in real life. And I think it's like a ribbon 160 is a Sennheiser, and these, like, once again, people pay like $7,000 for a microphone. So for someone like me who doesn't have that sort of money, and you'd have to have an amp room and all of these different types of things, this is it's a virtual amp, okay? Or virtual speakers, and that's what I'm doing here. See, I can switch this up too if I want to. If I change, here's a Mesa preset I've got, or Mesa, however you're going to say it. I'm running a recto standard, 2 recto standards and 2 angles. Let's see, they're different looking angles. I've got a 412 VSB, a 412X. So I'm running 2 angles, one with a dynamic 7B. I've got a condenser 184 and 2 SM57s. So this one I'm running virtually running 4 speaker cabs as I'm doing this. And that's how I get, if I was to turn each one of these off, okay, this would be running 1 cab. But if I turn each one of these on, turn another one on, So you get the idea. We've got that cracking. So that's how we're setting all this up, which is the whole reason I wanted to that's the whole reason I wanted to try to do these live streams and have this gear set up in a way that I could show you what I'm doing. Because that's basically how this whole channel is evolving. Is I listen to what people are saying, and then from that I base like the content that I'm going to provide off what people watching are asking me about, what are people interested in, that type of thing. And a lot of comments I get. And this one probably, you know, you're probably not going to get lots of heaps of views. Certain videos definitely do better. But I still would like to make that part of the channel where a lot of us who play guitar want to learn how to record our own stuff, how this whole thing works, and this is just how I do it. There's many different ways. So what I'm doing right now is I'm using a EVH that runs into a digital load box, comes out the digital load box into an audio interface, which then gets put into the DAW, the software, digital audio workstation, multi-track recording software. And so this is how I'm recording a tube head into my computer. You could use plugins. I think what I find with plugins versus tube heads in recording, for me personally, is if I was just to do a demo using just one channel of a plugin, they sound awesome. The more I start stacking and doing multi-track recording with plugins, the digital artifacts compound on top of each other and just start to lose something. I don't know what it is. It seems to be the more you stack plugins on top of each other, and that could also be down to my computer's processing power. I'm guessing that it's struggling to process that information, but when I'm just recording it as a digital signal, it's taken, and I don't reamp anything. I just get happy with a tone and then I just play. That's how I do it. Professional studios don't do that, but I just like to capture the tone. To me, that's how things would have been done in the more old school days. But I wouldn't mind looking into reamping, so we'll see what happens. So that all being said, we're going to minimise that. We've got that sitting there like that. We'll get rid of this. We will get a click track going here. Get rid of the mixer right now. We'll see what we can come up with. We might even, if I start from, the last time I started doing this, I went right from the beginning. We'll turn the loop off. I might go give myself a bit of space at the beginning, so if I want to do some sound effects and keys and stuff for an intro, I will do that. We'll do it from there. Okay, so we've got that cracking. We have got, sweet. So now we're going to put on my metronome with a click track. And if you were doing some off-timing stuff, you could obviously come and start doing different subdivisions, you know. I'm sure you could type it into here. It's only giving you the standard doubles, 2, 4, 8, 4, 16. Yeah, we'll do 4, 4. Haven't got that advanced yet with this stuff, but hey. 4/4 always works for me. Okay, let me have a look at the Yeah, I've heard of Scavessen. Yeah, good guitars for sure. Lots of good brands out there. What temp we got now? 19 degrees. You can't dance to death metal. Be funny. Okay, so now we've got this cracking. Now we'll try to introduce some drums. So this is like a nice little intro with bugs liking me lights right now. So I got the intro. We did a harmony of a fifth. We kept using the same notes, and then when I did that, that part was da do 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 do. That part I did a fifth harmony, which is just a it's like doing a power chord note. But for some reason, if you were to try like a jun 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 jun, you're not going to do the hammer-ons and the pull-offs and the way. It's funny if you record two notes that make up a power chord, but you record them double tracked. They're slightly. It's just a different style for whatever reason. You could use thirds or fourths, but for some reason I was liking the sound. You know what music. And the difference our bass makes it. Oh, what are you muting? You're muting that one, okay. I've got a Slayer vibe to it, but not liking that one. So we'll try something different there. We've got what else we got here? See, we can go this one here, Def Like Fusion, Sean Reinhart. This was the drummer from Def, who sadly passed away. But it's round the tempo of what we want, so we could bring that in there. We'll see what that's like. Drop that into there. Okay, straight in with double kicks. What's going on, brother? So yeah, that's how we start to try different kits. So what we're doing here, it's got follow host on Superior Drummer. We're just dropping loops at the 10 mark, because it's going to follow exactly where this track starts here at 10. And if I drop them into that spot there, then it's going to start exactly where I've started the click track from, and then we can just audition different ideas. You could even go in and start creating your own type of beats, you know, and these are all just MIDI files, so each one, you know, death metal anthologies, we've got lots of different ones here. We've got doom metal anthology, you know, what do we go, fills, lots of fills, classic, I don't even know what this is, but you know, we'll just drag it in, give it a try. not too bad, but you get the idea. You just keep messing around, seeing what you like the sound of. You can just drop loops in, all the different types of kits. We've got grindcore, we've got all that. So that's, you know, the start of how I would build on something. Which normally I would create the beats first always, and then do the riffs, but now I'm liking this idea: click tracks, create the riffs, do the beats after. And it's a different way, but so I can also go on this one too now, if I want. See right there when it does that, I want some cymbals. So right on here, I want some crashes, maybe China. So right on that beat, and probably on a, you know, kick on it. And right there, on that beat, I think it was. And I want one there too. I might do a crash and a China. Even do like more tops. And then when this hits in, I want some more bit of China. So yeah, I'm liking how that's building up so far. We just start tweaking. And this is what's cool about Superior Drum is you can come in on the MIDI. So when you got a lot of other ones or a lot of other programs, what they try to do is you got to edit it in the software on this piano roll, which I'm like whatever. And I think Superior Drummer has one of the best interfaces when it comes to tweaking MIDI drums, because you can do velocity, you can really get in on it, you know. Then you can even come in if you want onto the mixer and start to really, you know, they got effects like different, you know, you got EQ, dynamics, distortion, reverb, delays, modulations, like you could have a, you know, trigger a freaking phaser on a bloody snare, crack big snare, some crazy shit, you know what I mean? So it really, how much you really want to get in on it, and because there's such, like, it's 5,857 megabytes, it's a 5 gig kit of worth of sounds, and you've got lots of overhead mics, you've got all these different things. You get in on your drum kit, then you can start like doing the levels and tuning your drums here. Lots of different parameters. You can tweak, you can build your own kits from the different, so you could pick a snare, then you could switch it out for one of these snares. They're all different snares right there. So if I wanted to, right, we've got this one, then all I have to do is go, okay, change it out. Well, we're not using snares in the beginning, but you get the, not probably the best example to, not bad, but if you wanted to, you could come in and start tuning it, you know. But sometimes they do work better if they're tuned down, depending on what the guitars are doing. You might want to tune the snare, tune the toms, pick different cymbals, all this sort of stuff. So Superior Drummer, I think, is a lot better when it comes to tweaking all these type of parameters here. So I might just put me EVH in park mode at the moment, because she's lit up and ready to go and I'm not using it, and that's a good thing with your tubes. We'll see how long. It'll probably fail on me. Thanks, brother. So we've got an idea there for a riff, okay? Then what we're going to do, we might even now go to the very beginning of this track. We are going to go, hopefully this one. Okay, I want to go this, we want to get to the very beginning. Okay, like that. What I'm going to do now, so now we're going to, and always a good thing to do, Control S on most things. We will, it's always save as you go, in case your computer crashes or power goes out, then you're saving. Control S, save as you go, is always a good habit. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go back to the instrument folder. Yeah, you can see my mug there, but you'll get the idea. We will go to Tune Track. We're going to go to the one you can't see, we'll turn me off. Easy Keys. We're going to drop that into there. I've been really enjoying this one lately. But we don't use it for that. what we're going to do, we're going to come here. That's just once again your stock loadout. Which if you wanted to, it's got grooves and stuff. Like you could go in, you know, bloody, what's this, broken rhythmical chords, you know, you can go like that and pick one. You know, you could do jazz. It's definitely not something I'm going to use right there, but you know what? Even that in my mind, some piano like that, you could imagine like it starts off nice like that, and then all of a sudden there's a gunshot and people start screaming. It's like people having dinner. I could imagine starting a song like this. And if you had a film clip or something, everyone's just chilling, and all of a sudden, and then it's just freaking people screaming and then shit going crazy, and then you just go, you know, things go chaotic. That's how my mind works. But what we're going to do, the whole reason I got this was, once again, so this starts off as your plug-in that you've got to buy. Then you got to buy what's called sound packs, expansion packs. Alright? And so Dark Industrial was what, when I heard this, I was like, okay, I could use this. Sepultura, beginning of a rise, certain things, you know, the sound effects as you're coming into things. And so then we come here, we've got the whole engine is called Dark Industrial, and we've got cinematic pads. When I heard this one and the textures, so reactor alert, you know, some. Okay. An octave lower. Not really what I'm going for there. So once again, we come here and we go, okay, what do we got? And then it's just a matter of, you know, searching, excavation of time. I don't. Better turn these down a bit, eh? That's not too bad sounding. We could use something like that. So now what I'm feeling on this one, we'll even metronome it in. So I'm just going to match when the guitars kick in. So we'll start from there, we'll hit record and we'll just do a... start it from here. Okay. Oh, okay, if it doesn't start from the very beginning, it doesn't want to trigger it, eh? Okay. Maybe a bit too long, so we'll try something different. I might go from so 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So that's 4. We might do 4 bars out. Okay. Try something different. We want what else we got? Keys, pads, Nicole Touch. Let's see what else. So we to listen to where we're at and get something similar to when it kicks in. Let's see. Okay, I don't mind that. How many bars do I want? Okay. Try it from 2 bars out. Maybe 4 bars, we'll try that. Let's say 4. That'll be from 6. Okay, record. not liking that. I'm liking that one. So that's the start of that one. We're going to go from that one. We're going to throw another keys in there. So I'm liking these sims, say, the way it builds up to something. So I'll chuck in another lot of keys. These ones we can probably shrink down just a bit, so I've got a bit more room. Okay. Now we're going to do the same one of this one again, turn that. I'm going to grab this, like that. Bring it back in, always loads with the stock piano. This time now I want to get the cinematic pads. We want to grab, we'll try fat pads and saturated. And vacuum, let's see that. We need that on. I want more like cinematic style. So Lucid Mist, let's see what that one's on. So I can get there when it hits. It's in the key. I'm starting on the low E, the low 6th string of a C tuned guitar, so it's in C. So I know I've got to hit it. I want a C to come, because boom. See, a lot of this, like, theory, I just can hear what's happening, and I trust my ears more than I even know what the hell I'm doing. So here's what it is. 2, 3, 4, 1. So you're hearing the if I mute out the mic, then you'll just hear it straight without the room, that camera mic picking up what's happening in the room. So take the mute off that. I think every time I get right, so I'm not liking the clickety clackety crap. I think we can go instead of dark industrial, we're going to go full cinematic, and I think we're gonna go. We'll go strings. We'll try Zenith. We'll see what that's like. Tuning. We'll bring it up just a tad and up an octave. It's not hitting the same, is it? So this a new one. It's a different one I'm working on. Some more just like trialing stuff. Yeah, different one from this morning or last night for you. So yeah, this one's a different one. I'm just trying. We got this. Where do you even say that? This to you. That's we got morning. Yeah, this one's a different one. I had a nap. And had something to eat, a little nap and that, and yeah. So we'll mute it again. We'll have another go. That definitely wants a cord to hang out. I need a big fat C right there. Just to satisfy me, so I don't have to plug my guitar in. I need freaking, I'll just punch something in there. What do we got? I think that's in there. I'll throw another key in there. So I've got maybe dark industrial. We'll do leads and basses. That's what I need. Empire of the Sun. Let's see what that's like. Demon Birth. It's pretty sick. That's fucking crazy. We'll get that one. Okay. Oh, I had to do that. So there you go, there's a bit of a, where am I? How am I still here? There I am. So that'll do for tonight. Another little recording session. So I'm liking some of these styles I'm coming up with. Sounding, yeah, not bad. I'm liking this, doing it to a click track, adding in things. I definitely want to try to make an EP and make shit happen there. So yeah, there you go. That's me recording effort. Just little ideas. I'm just got to try to piece all this together. But I think I'm getting better flows happening, connecting ideas better. I liking the keys too. The way like intros, building shit up. I'm liking that stuff. So that was some C standard style. Thanks, brother. So yeah, simple guitar stuff. You know, doesn't have to be. It's definitely on the harmonic minor, Phrygian mode, all that type of thing. But a lot of it I just use, you learn scales, you use your ears. I know like I'm doing it in the low C, which to me it's E but it's C. So when you go to keyboards, you just got that droning C note, and then you just half steps or semitones, one up, you know, because that's a lot. I'm going one back when I'm when I'm doing that riff, it's like one below the C, so that's a B. But yeah, semitones and just even you just learn these shapes on guitars, and I've been doing it long enough now. Like, it's hard in theory wise, it's hard for me to explain what's happening, but I just use my ears and I know what I like the sound of, and it's got a vibe, it's happening, it's building. So let's have one last listen and then that's it. I'm gonna go have some dinner, get some rest, work tomorrow, better make some cash for this new interface that's incoming. Hopefully it's 24 months interest free. I think they only do 12 months, even 12 months is sweet. That's not too bad. That's what got me. I was like, I'll get it for that, so hey, we'll mute it out. One more go and here's yeah, not bad. I'm liking what this one's building. I'm thinking after this, what it's built, that's okay. Another, maybe an explosion. I always like that, eh? Like when shit's building, it's like an explosion into blast beats. Is always like one of my favourite things. But I'll do more experimenting with that, and we'll see. But I'm enjoying this showing the process. Yeah, blast beats. I love fucking when shit's building up, and then it's just fucking get into it. It's fucking. I love that shit when it does that. You know, and that's what you would do with this, but if I don't, 7 o'clock now, if I don't stop now I'll get carried away and then got to get up at 4 in the morning for work, so. But yeah, here's a little bit of a idea. Fucking something. That window open. Cold air's coming through the house. I can smell fires. Getting a bit cold. It's like 16 degrees now. So that's cool. This room always stays warm and I've got everything running, but yeah. So there we go. But yeah, something after that. And you can imagine, you just take hours doing this, eh? Like, I like the experimenting and just seeing if I like it, and there's no exact. It's refining ideas, but I'm really liking these keys. Yeah, you get lost with the drum kits and all the different things, and I love Superior Drummer, how you can edit things and add things in. It's a heaps good program, that one. So I'll mute this.
Yeah, I'm liking that. Feeling it right now. And that's a problem too. Like, I'll be feeling this shit right now, and I'm like, fuck yeah, that's sick. And then I swear I'll listen to it in a day or two, and I'll just be like, meh, it's okay. I don't really like it. And I swear that's half the reason I don't release music, because I'm always just tinkering away and kinda, meh. So I think having someone to collaborate with that's just like, you know what, use that, go into this, do that. I think that's when you have, the last thing I'll finish with is when I was watching Nile, and when I watch a lot of things, so like Eric Rattan and having someone in the studio with you, they had all the band members plus people in the studio discussing, going, what do you think of this? What do you think of this? And they all work together to come up with an idea. And they just work on something. Like, I'm thinking how things should sound, and you might hear something different. You'll be like, okay, let's try this. And I'll be like, hell yeah. That's got a different vibe. And I think, that just really helps. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. Definitely no rush to release anything. As the channel grows, like I spoke about in the last stream, was, hope maybe, and this is just an idea, that as it grows, more exposure, more people, I get more of a following, so that's going to introduce or people that will encourage people to want to work with me more, who see this as like, okay, he's got an audience build up, okay, we can try to do something here. And that will probably get me people who, are on another, bit more professional, if you know what I mean. I'd love to get like a full super shredder, just do some sweepies in there and work with a drummer and all of that sort of stuff. And yeah, be cool. But I think, what do you think of this sort of, and this will help me too, I think, just putting myself out there live streaming. Is this, like what I've created here, get some vocals, is this something that you would want in an album? If I put tracks together starting like this, is this like albums that you would be interested in listening to? And I'll leave it with that, with the people in the chat right now. From what I'm creating here, that's the question I'm asking the people watching, With what I'm creating here, these style of songs and that, and get some completion. Definitely need a vocalist. I'm not good at screaming. I could try to do it, but that's just way out of I don't have a powerful voice. And that's pretty much the main piece of the puzzle, I would say, I'm missing too, vocals. Which I've been talking to someone, but it's been a while now, so yeah. But let me know what you think in the comments, maybe once we finish this, or if this is something, you're like, yep, that's something you'd be interested in listening to. If I created an album of these type of songs, So it's all new to me right now, because I'm I'm a guitar noodler. I like experimenting, and yeah. Hopefully as the channel grows, we can get more people, And it's a tough one too, I'm finding, because I work full time, trying to write music, but also then going, okay, then I want to make YouTube videos to teach what I'm doing. You struggle with time for sure. But we'll leave it there, because I've got to have some dinner, chill out, and get ready for work. And yeah, so thanks for tuning in to the live stream, me recording. I'm glad I got this thing set up, so that's cool. So thank you once again. Thank you to the subscribers. Thank you to everyone who's dropped in to check it out. as part of this journey, my musical journey. It's been cool, man. So I appreciate the support. Yeah, and we'll see. We'll try to do some more tabs and riff lessons and all that. I'll try to put something up through the week on that stuff. I've also got a Patreon with lots of tabs there if you're interested in delving into my ideas, and I've got lots of tabs and drum tracks and all of that. 50 cents a week. There's my salesman pitch right there. I've got a Patreon. That's all I ask, $2 a month. I'm very, very cheap, I would say. 50 cents a week, $2 a month, I don't think. Which would be, what's that, $14 a year. Yeah, it would be that. Oh no, sorry. $1 a month, $24, sorry. $24 a year. If you want to learn some stuff and get tabs and all that sort of stuff. Which I think's not too bad. You know, if you're starting off and you want to get in it, basically I've just put everything, my riffs and all my ideas. I create Guitar Pro, if you know what Guitar Pro is. I create PDFs. Yeah, if you reach out and you say, okay, this style, I create a lot of the lessons and things I do on YouTube is suggestions from my Patreon members. So if that's something you're interested in, go check it out. $2 a month, $24 a year. That's what it starts off at. Which, hey, that's my biggest, that's me trying to make money on this whole thing. Which I think so, like I've said before. Lots of ideas coming. I've also been getting hit up with emails from companies Chinese companies trying to, you know, guitar stands. It's like, make a video for our guitar stands. I'm like, yeah, nah. It's not what the channel's about. But hey, if Jackson Guitars wanted me to make a video to try and sell you some Jackson guitars, you're getting a Jackson guitar video. LTD, ESP LTD wants me to work with me, and I can make money out of that. Hell yeah. But you know, they're huge companies that work with absolute professional, top of the line people, but you know, we don't have Sweetwater in Australia. And I don't know if I'd want to, I know you can get good money out of them, I think, and all the affiliate and all that, but the Sweetwater thing, I think is just too many YouTubers have just like absolutely smashed everyone with Sweetwater affiliate links. Which, I don't know. We'll discuss it more moving. I'm not set in stone. But hey, I don't know if people in Australia can work with Sweetwater. But I'm happy with the gear I've got. You know, I'm not really looking to buy more amps or anything. It's more, you can get stuck in this loop of buying stuff, and I was like that, and I really want to encourage people, whatever, even if you had just a laptop with a you know, $100 plug-in or free plug-ins, I just want and a cheap guitar that's used, you know, cheap guitar, you've got $1,000 setup, you know, which I think's not too much at all. Then I just want to encourage people to play more and be creative, and that's the whole purpose of what this channel started about. I noticed that there was just way too much, because I came from these gear groups where it was all about buying amps and showing off, you know, and I'm guilty. Look at the setup I've got, you know. You definitely can get caught in that world. Nothing against that, but you're going to need, I don't want to discourage people saying you don't need all this stuff to play guitar, you know, or to be passionate about death metal or extreme metal. You can have a practice amp and a cheap guitar and just start, you know, being really working on your chops, man. And that's another thing I noticed too was, you know, people with cheap setups were playing better than people who have these $150,000, $200,000 setups, and yeah, which is okay, but you know what I mean. There's a lot of that I'm noticing online. Is a lot of these gear salespeople, their guitar playing abilities don't match what they've got, and that's me too included. It definitely made me go, what am I doing? I'm spending too much time on buying stuff and being part of this consumerism stuff, and I need to wake up to myself and start practicing harder and pushing harder and all of that. So that's how this whole, it's all a journey, it's all part of this, the process. But that's pretty much why the channel started, and I think the death metal was very underrepresented, and also with the tabs and all of this. There's a lot of people out there doing covers. I think covers on YouTube is just overdone to death. Which once again, nothing against people who play covers, if nothing against that whole world, but what I'm saying is oversaturated. What's the point of me coming out going, watch me play covers, watch me play covers? I want to encourage people to write music, create their own stuff, and then hopefully one day if you release an album, people will want to play your songs. You know what I mean? That's my point with all of that. And wherever you're at, and that's just where I'm at in my journey. It's not to, once again, I'm not discrediting, going, you're shit if you play covers, or you shouldn't play covers, or any of that. I think you get what I'm saying. It's just me being 48 years old, playing guitar for 35 years. That's where I'm at in my path. This writing my own stuff, which is just a mashup of stuff I've heard anyway. And it's just a love for death metal, thrash metal, down picking, tremolo picking, palm muting, distortion. You know, this is to me, if you grew up, you know, you're an 80s kid, or even if you're younger, whatever, the metal that I like, and that to me is like the way people keep blues music or folk music going, country music, all these traditional things that have got a formula and we love them. That's what I'm doing. I'm just keeping this, to me, it's at the tradition of metal, you know, that we grew up listening to, and that's, instead of me being a blues guitar player, which, you know, there's a lot of young people who come out as blues guitar players still now. It's just it's been around for a long time, and a lot of people keep, you know, reinventing, or just, they love blues. You know, they're not really reinventing it. It's just, you know, it's like a tradition. To me, it's like a folk music in a way, you know what I mean? It's like cultural. It's a style. And if you grew up with it, then it's your voice, it's your way to express yourself, it's your way to vent. You know, I think it's very healthy. I think it's a good outlet. Yeah, I just love metal. And I just want to encourage people to be part of that world, and however you want to get into it, and, you know, coming up with your own ideas, and that's what I do. So that's what I'm going to teach, what I'm passionate about, what I know, what I'm good at. If I was good at playing covers, I would probably be teaching that stuff, or encouraging people to do that, if that was like where my mind was at with this whole world. So yeah, that's why I'm here on YouTube, and I've got support for doing that. So hey, there's me just rambling on as I do. So yeah, thank you for tuning in, and until next time, take care of yourself. Grab the guitar now, fire up, light up some riffs for me. Get that picking, cracking, do some gallops and down picking, you know what I'm talking about. Some chuggy palm mutes, it's all sick. We'll go have something to eat. I'm going to go watch my Sunday with Ola. That's always my tradition on Sunday. Let's see what the Ola's got. He's been a bit crazy lately. So we'll see how Ola's doing. I don't know. Hope he's, you know, let's see how much longer Ola wants to keep doing his YouTube. These last videos screaming a lot, and I'm like, it's different. Suppose we all evolve and change, but I still enjoy watching him. He's not for everyone, but yeah, classic Ola. He's Sunday with Ola. It's always my tradition. Chill back, see what he's got. I love the Sundays with Ola. He's mad. He's got mad riffs too. I like the way Ola plays too. He's got some sick riffs. So who knows? One day, I would be sick. Like I said, we'll just keep it day by day. Whatever happens, happens. Be thankful I'm alive. No plans. But yeah. Anyway, once again, thank you very much. Appreciate the support. There'll be more to come. We'll see more from Dunn. But I've got to go to work tomorrow. Go to back to the factory. Grind it out. And hopefully I'll get some good sleep and don't wake up with a migraine tomorrow. That was fun on Friday. So hey, thank you once again. And catch us in the next one. Catch us later.